What if I told you that the way you're breathing right now is keeping you stuck, limiting your energy, dulling your mind and blocking your spiritual potential? Most people don't realize this, but the breath is the key to unlocking higher consciousness, and when used correctly, it can literally shift your reality in an instant. For thousands of years, ancient yogis, Tibetan monks, and spiritual masters have used powerful breathwork techniques to tap into supernatural energy, enhance mental clarity, and even alter their body's temperature at will. Yet in today's world, people are breathing wrong, trapped in stress, anxiety, and low energy, completely unaware of the power they're ignoring with every single inhale. What if I told you that just a few minutes of the right breathing technique could change everything? In this video, I'm going to reveal the most powerful breathing secrets used by ancient masters and show you exactly how you can use them to increase your energy, unlock higher states of consciousness, and even reprogram your mind. By the end of this, you'll have a practical step-by-step breathing technique that can transform the way you feel and think, starting today. So if you're serious about unlocking your true potential, hit that like button, subscribe to the EE channel, and turn on the notifications because we're diving deep into one of the most powerful hidden secrets of the human body. Let's get started. For centuries, yogis in the Himalayas explored the breath as a gateway to higher consciousness. They realized that breath wasn't just about survival, it was the key to unlocking hidden human potential. Through deep meditation and breath control, they accessed heightened states of awareness, increased physical resilience, and even extended their lifespan. This knowledge wasn't theoretical, it was tested and refined over generations, forming the foundation of what we now call pranayama, the science of breath control. By mastering breath, these yogis tapped into prana, the life force that flows through all living beings. They discovered that controlling prana meant controlling their mind, emotions, and even physical health. Stories tell of yogis who could slow their heartbeat, survive in extreme cold, or go days without food, all through breath control. This wasn't magic. It was the result of precise breathwork practices that modern science is only beginning to understand. One of the key lessons from ancient yogis is that breathing with awareness transforms your state of being. Shallow, unconscious breathing keeps people stuck in stress and mental fog, while deep, intentional breathing can elevate mood, sharpen focus, and even induce mystical experiences. Many high-performance individuals today, from athletes to entrepreneurs, unknowingly apply these principles, proving that breath mastery is a tool for both spiritual and material success. A simple way to start harnessing breath is conscious nasal breathing. Unlike mouth breathing, which triggers a stress response, nasal breathing increases oxygen absorption, regulates the nervous system, and supports brain function. Even something as simple as taking slow, controlled breaths through the nose for a few minutes a day can shift your energy and mental clarity. This is the first step toward reclaiming the power the ancient yogis understood so well. Breath mastery is like unlocking a secret doorway within yourself. Once you become aware of the breath's power, you start noticing its influence over your emotions, energy levels, and overall well-being. And as we'll see next, the Tibetan monks took this knowledge even further, using breath not just for balance but to defy the very limits of the body. High in the icy peaks of the Himalayas, Tibetan monks discovered a way to generate inner fire using only their breath. This technique, known as tumo, allows practitioners to withstand freezing temperatures without external heat, something that seems impossible to the average person. But it's not magic. It's a precise combination of breath control, mental focus, and energy manipulation that radically changes the body's response to cold. Monks who master tumo can sit in the snow, covered in wet sheets, and dry them using their own body heat. At the core of tumo is deep, rhythmic breathing that increases oxygen levels and stimulates the nervous system. This isn't just about staying warm, it's about tapping into the body's untapped reserves of energy. Modern science now understands that tumo breathing activates brown fat, a type of fat that burns calories to generate heat. But the monks weren't just interested in staying warm. They saw Tumo as a spiritual practice, a way to strengthen the mind and unlock higher states of awareness. What's truly fascinating is that this ancient practice has a direct parallel in modern breathwork techniques, like the Wim Hof method. Wim Hof, known as the Iceman, brought Tumo-inspired breathing to the mainstream, proving that ordinary people can train their bodies to endure extreme conditions. Through controlled hyperventilation and breath retention, people have reported not only increased heat, but also enhanced focus, reduced stress, and even immune system benefits. You don't have to climb the Himalayas to benefit from Tumo-like techniques. A simple way to start is power breathing. Inhale deeply through the nose, exhale forcefully through the mouth, and repeat for about 30 breaths. Then, after your final exhale, hold your breath for as long as comfortable before taking a deep inhale and holding for a few more seconds. This can generate a surprising amount of body warmth and energize you instantly. Tumo is proof that the breath is far more powerful than we've been led to believe. But warmth is just the beginning, because when the breath is directed inward, it has the potential to awaken something even more profound, Kundalini energy, and that's where things get truly life-changing. Deep within every human being lies a dormant energy known as Kundalini, often symbolized as a coiled serpent at the base of the spine. Ancient yogis discovered that breath control could awaken this energy, allowing it to rise through the chakras, unlocking profound spiritual and psychological transformation. When Kundalini is activated, people report experiences ranging from intense bliss and heightened intuition to deep emotional healing and even mystical visions. But this isn't just spiritual folklore. Modern neuroscience suggests that these experiences are linked to the brain's activation of higher states of consciousness. The key to Kundalini awakening is breathwork that clears energy blockages. The body's energy system, much like a river, can become clogged with emotional trauma, stress, and negative thought patterns. Techniques like alternate nostril breathing, nadi shodhana, and rapid breathwork, bastrika or breath of fire, help remove these blockages, allowing prana, life force, to flow freely. Many people feel tingling sensations, warmth, or even spontaneous body movements as their energy begins to shift. This process isn't just about mystical experiences, it has real-world benefits. A properly awakened Kundalini enhances mental clarity, creativity, and emotional resilience. People often describe a deep sense of purpose and a connection to something greater than themselves. Some of the most innovative thinkers, artists, and leaders throughout history may have unknowingly experienced glimpses of this state, where ideas seem to flow effortlessly and intuition becomes razor-sharp. A practical way to begin this journey is spinal breathing pranayama. Sit with a straight spine, inhale deeply while mentally tracing the breath from the base of your spine to the crown of your head, then exhale while tracing it back down. Doing this for a few minutes daily can gently activate energy channels, preparing the body for deeper transformation. But be warned, once this energy begins to move, life may never feel the same again. Kundalini is the ultimate force of awakening, but to fully harness its power, we need to understand how breath guides energy through the body. And that's where the next secret of breath mastery comes in. The breath is more than just oxygen for the body. It is the vehicle for prana, the vital energy that flows through every living being. Prana isn't just an abstract concept. It is the foundation of both physical vitality and spiritual growth. When you breathe, you're not only bringing in life-giving oxygen, you're also channeling electromagnetic energy into your body. This energy flows through subtle channels called nadis, and when these pathways are clear, your entire system operates in harmony. However, when these channels are blocked, you may feel sluggish, uninspired, or disconnected from your true potential. Breathwork helps guide this prana, ensuring that it flows smoothly through your system. For example, slow, deep breathing can calm the nervous system, allowing energy to flow more freely. On the other hand, faster breathing techniques can generate heat and stimulate energy flow. The key is to use the breath as a tool to direct this powerful force wherever it is needed. whether for healing, clarity, or mental focus. An important part of prana flow is understanding the balance between inhalation and exhalation. When you inhale, you bring in prana, but when you exhale, you release toxins and negativity. The perfect rhythm of inhaling and exhaling creates a natural exchange of energy, detoxifying both the body and the mind. Ancient breathwork practices like Kapalbhati, skull-shining breath, and Ujjayi, victorious breath, work specifically to enhance this flow of energy, leaving you feeling lighter, more energized, and more aligned. The body's energy flow is also influenced by the state of our mind. The more present and conscious you are of your breath, the more in tune you become with the subtle energy that surrounds you. This is why meditation and mindfulness practices often emphasize breath awareness. When the mind and breath are aligned, you can access a profound sense of balance and clarity. You'll find that with consistent practice, your energy will feel more balanced and your ability to focus will improve drastically. Prana flows where attention goes. In our next chapter, we'll explore how ancient scriptures emphasize breath's sacred role in connecting us to the divine. Breath isn't just a physical act, it's a spiritual bridge to the higher realms. Across cultures and spiritual traditions, the breath has always been seen as more than just a biological function. It is the very essence of life itself. In the Bible, the breath is referred to as the breath of life, given by God to animate the first human. In Hinduism, breath is prana, the vital force that connects all living beings. Taoist teachings describe breath as the key to aligning with the natural flow of the universe, known as the Tao. No matter the tradition, breath is consistently linked to divine energy, consciousness, and spiritual awakening. Ancient wisdom teaches that conscious breathing is a bridge between the physical and the spiritual world. Many mystical traditions, from Christian monks to Sufi mystics, have used breath-focused meditation to reach heightened states of awareness. The act of slowing down and deepening the breath is often associated with inner peace, divine connection, and expanded perception. It's no coincidence that in moments of deep spiritual insight, people naturally breathe more slowly and deeply. This is the body's way of syncing with higher states of consciousness. Even ancient texts describe breath as the key to unlocking hidden potential. The Vedas, some of the oldest scriptures in the world, outline precise breath control techniques to extend life and increase wisdom. The Yoga Sutras of Patanjali explain that mastering the breath leads to control over the mind, emotions, and even external circumstances. In Taoist practices, breath is considered the foundation of qi, life force energy, which fuels both physical health and spiritual evolution. If breath is so sacred, why do most people take it for granted? In today's world, people rarely stop to breathe with awareness. Instead, stress, distractions, and modern habits have led to a disconnect from this powerful tool. Shallow breathing has become the norm, keeping people stuck in a cycle of anxiety and low energy. But the good news is, the power of breath is always available, ready to be harnessed by those who choose to breathe with intention. This neglect of breath has profound consequences on mental and physical well-being. But how exactly did we move so far away from this ancient wisdom? In the next chapter, we'll explore how modern lifestyles have led to shallow breathing, stress, and a loss of connection to our full potential, and what we can do to reverse it. In today's fast-paced world, shallow breathing has become the norm, and most people don't even realize it. The constant stress of daily life, long hours of sitting, and chronic anxiety have led to a widespread habit of breathing too fast and too shallow, depriving the body and brain of the oxygen and energy they need. Instead of deep, full breaths that nourish and energize, many people take quick, unconscious breaths that keep them in a state of stress and fatigue. This creates a vicious cycle. Poor breathing leads to higher stress levels, and higher stress levels lead to even poorer breathing. One of the biggest reasons for this is chronic stress and overstimulation. Modern life bombards people with notifications, deadlines, and digital distractions, keeping the nervous system stuck in fight or flight mode. When the body thinks it's under threat, breathing becomes rapid and shallow as a survival response. The problem is, most people never fully relax or reset, meaning they are constantly breathing in a way that signals to the body that something is wrong, even when they are safe. This lowers energy levels, weakens immunity, and creates mental fog. Another major issue is poor posture and sedentary living. Sitting hunched over at desks or staring at screens all day compresses the diaphragm, preventing deep breathing. Without full use of the lungs, oxygen intake is reduced, and fatigue, brain fog, and even anxiety become more common. The body is designed to move, stretch, and breathe deeply, but modern habits have stripped away these natural rhythms, leaving people feeling disconnected from their own vitality. What's even more shocking is that many people have forgotten how to breathe through their nose, which is essential for proper oxygen absorption and nervous system regulation. Mouth breathing, especially during sleep, has been linked to poor sleep quality, increased stress, and even facial structure changes over time. Ancient cultures instinctively understood the power of nasal breathing, but modern habits have led to widespread dysfunction. The good news: this can all be reversed with simple awareness and practice. The modern neglect of breath is a silent epidemic, but the solution is already within us. By relearning how to breathe properly, people can instantly improve their energy, focus, and well-being. But what are the best ways to breathe for maximum benefit? In the next chapter, we'll dive into powerful breathing techniques that can transform your mind, body, and consciousness, starting today. If breath is the key to higher energy, mental clarity, and consciousness expansion, then learning to breathe correctly is one of the most powerful things you can do. The good news: you don't need fancy tools or years of training. Just a few simple techniques practiced consistently can completely transform how you feel and function. From ancient yogic breathing to modern science-backed methods, the right breathwork can help you rewire your nervous system, boost your focus, and even tap into altered states of consciousness. One of the most effective techniques is diaphragmatic breathing, belly breathing. Instead of breathing shallowly into the chest, place one hand on your stomach and take slow, deep breaths in through your nose, allowing your belly to expand. This activates the parasympathetic nervous system, shifting you from stress mode into a state of deep relaxation and clarity. Just a few minutes of this can lower cortisol levels, improve digestion, and even enhance decision-making. Another powerful method is nasal breathing. Unlike mouth breathing, which can increase stress and reduce oxygen efficiency, nasal breathing filters, warms, and humidifies air before it reaches the lungs. More importantly, it stimulates nitric oxide production, which enhances oxygen uptake and circulation. Athletes and high performers have been using this trick for years to increase endurance, focus, and recovery, and it's as simple as making a habit of breathing through your nose during the day and even taping your mouth at night. Yes, mouth. Taping is a real thing. For those looking to tap into higher states of consciousness, techniques like box breathing, used by Navy SEALs for focus under pressure, and cyclical hyperventilation, similar to Tumo or the Wim Hof method, can induce profound mental and physical shifts. Box breathing is simple. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4, exhale for 4, and hold for 4 again. This balances the nervous system and enhances mental clarity. Hyperventilation techniques, on the other hand, flood the brain with oxygen and can trigger deep emotional releases, visions, and even feelings of euphoria. The most exciting part: these techniques don't just improve physical health, they alter consciousness. Breath is the bridge between the body and mind, and by mastering it, you take control of how you feel, think, and even perceive reality. The question is, are you ready to reclaim this power? Because once you do, the way you experience life will never be the same. Now that you've uncovered the hidden power of breath, the real question is, will you keep breathing on autopilot, or will you use this tool to transform your life? The choice is yours. Breath can be the key to more energy, sharper focus, and even a shift in consciousness, but only if you apply it. Think about it. How many opportunities have you missed because you were tired, anxious, or unfocused? What if all of that could change just by adjusting the way you breathe? Ancient traditions knew this, modern science proves it, and now you have this knowledge too. the difference between those who awaken to a new level of consciousness and those who stay stuck in routine is action. Now tell me, which of these techniques are you going to try first? Have you ever experimented with conscious breathing before? Drop a comment below. I want to hear your experience and answer your questions. This conversation doesn't end here. This is just the beginning of your journey. And if you're serious about unlocking your mind and mastering your energy, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. That way, you won't miss any powerful content like this. Take a deep breath and let's go on this journey together.